Hi everybody, I'm Filippo Cardinali from Stile Italiano Endodontics, and today I'm really glad to share with you my experience with the Eighteeth, the new endomotor with the built-in apex locator from Eighteeth company. There are many characteristics that make this endomotor a special tool in the market. The wireless technology, the built-in apex locator, ergonomics, smart interface with the user, working modes, and many others. The list is really long, and the result is a device that fits all the clinician needs during a root canal treatment, both those of the expert operator and those of the general dental practitioner. At first glance, what is striking and impressive is the amazing design, while at the first touch, the balance and the lightness are really surprising, especially considering the technology inside the endopiece. Never forget that even the apex locator is integrated. Balance and lightness make that the endpiece will stay steady in your hand without any effort for the clinician. Starting from the top, the head of the 1-to-1 control angle is one-piece body design, and it can rotate for 340 degrees, allowing the clinician to get a straight view to the screen during the working length. The motor is brushless, and this is really important in terms of reliability, efficiency and longevity. The digital display is quite big, and 3 keys are present: the setting key, the decrease key and the increase key. The display can be rotated in order to be easily readable for both left and right hand operators. The interface is really smart. Immediately after switching on, 10 memory programs are available, 2 with clockwise continuous rotation with different RPM and torque, 2 in reciprocating motion with different angles of rotation, 2 in adaptive torque control mode. The program M7 and M8 are set in counterclockwise continuous rotation with different RPM and torque, and the last 2 programs are set in clockwise continuous rotation with high speed, 800 or 1000 RPM and low torque. It is possible to enter in the menu of each program to change the setting according with the preference of the user. It's really simple. First, you have to select the preset program you want to change or personalize. For example, I want to change the M2. Now we have just to press once the S key to enter into the menu to change the setting. First, you can select the working mode, choosing among clockwise continuous rotation, counterclockwise continuous rotation, reciprocation movement and adaptive torque control. Once you have chosen the operation mode, by pressing the S key you move to the next window, where you can select the speed of rotation. The range is really wide, as it's from 120 to 1000 RPM. Always by pressing the S key, it's possible to set the torque from 0.5 to 4 NCM. If you have selected reciprocating movement, you can even set the angle of rotation from 30 to 370 degrees, allowing the operator to use every rotary file in reciprocating motion, and this is a real plus of this device. Angles of rotation can be set as we wish, even if we choose the adaptive torque control in the operation mode menu. The adaptive torque control mode allows the clinician a very smart management of the stress of the rotary file. Indeed, when the preset torque limit is reached, the motor starts to reciprocate with the set angles to reduce the stress on the rotary file, instead of going into reverse mode. Once back to below preset torque level, the rotary file will start again to rotate in continuous rotation. Are you an operator that follows the default rotary file setting recommended by the companies? No problem. Long press the setting key to enter in a menu where you can find 30 preset programs for the most common file system available in the market. For example, I am in M1 mode. By long press of the S key, it appears a list of file systems. Using the increase key I can find in the menu the file system I'm looking for. If I select one curve, the operation mode, the speed and the torque limit will change according to the file system default setting, and now in memory 1 position I have the one curve default setting. Even the built-in apex locator of the Eighteeth is very versatile. It can work as standalone or simultaneously with the endomotor, depending on operator preference. Thanks to the multi-frequency technology, the accuracy and the precision of the built-in apex locator is really high. To use the apex locator, the measuring wire must be connected with the motor by the USB socket present in the back side of the end-piece. A tip to check if it is working properly is to activate the rotation and then touching the file with a lip hook and check that all the bars on the screen light up and that the motor reverses the rotation. When the apex locator is used as standalone, it is better to place the handpiece in the charging base to get a better visual of the screen. In the screen, the operator can check the canal length indicator bar that zoom in when the file is close to the apex. When the apex locator works in an integrated mode with the endomotor, the operator can get other benefits activating parameters from the menu of each program. When the auto start and the auto stop are activated, the motor starts moving when the file enters inside the root canal and stops when the file withdrawn. It's even possible to set the apical action of the file when it reaches the reference point. According to the selected setting, when the file reaches to the reference point, it can reverse the rotation, or the rotation can slow down the speed close to the reference point in order to preserve the cemento-enamel junction, and it will reverse once the working length is reached. When the apical action is in a stop modality, the rotation stops when the file reaches the reference point, whilst in off modality, the file continues to rotate even if the reference point is reached. And last but not least, it is possible to upgrade the software to the latest version by computer. To conclude, considering all the strong points of the device, I strongly believe that the Eighteeth is a very useful tool both for experts and general dental practitioners that want to get a real high control during the shaping of the root canal system.